Wherever you see, the Americans always want to settle scores, and if you do not follow their dictation, then the action is going to be very, very serious. I do understand that they have also indulged in very satanic activities there in the past. Inflation that is expected to skyrocket in the days to come because of the supply chain failing very miserably. That is where I believe that the America has to take it upon itself. Hello, dear friends. Today, I have come up with the video which is going to talk about the recent conflict in the Middle East. How America has unleashed its reign of terror there in Iran, and how this very particular conflict is getting closer to be the World War III. When it comes to the current situation there in the different parts of the world, particularly in the Middle East, we know that it is volatile, it is extremely dangerous. We are sitting on the volcano of a world war which can erupt anytime. Now, the question that merits serious attention is, why has this war broken out? And why is it that America is always there to wage war against any country that does not bow to its dictates? It has been in the recent past seen that America has shown its hegemonic designs in the different parts of the world, be it Venezuela or be it even Greenland. Wherever you see, the Americans always want to settle scores, and if you do not follow their dictation, then the action is going to be very, very serious, and the consequences are going to be grave. That is what they have shown to the world, and that's what they are proving to the world even today. Now, when it comes to the American war there in the Iran, is it justified? Was there any justification for this very particular war? I don't say that. Iran is a very, very pious country and that it has not indulged in any diabolical activities. No, I don't mean that. But what I want to say is that every country is a sovereign country. There is a government. There is its own dispensation. How is it that a different country of a different government of a different country decides the fate of the people of a different country? Tomorrow, if USA wishes to interfere into the internal functioning of any particular country, does it mean that it will be given license to do so? I think no, that must not be there. And the people across the world must stand up against this bullying of America. Now, when they waged war against Iran, they came up with a particular excuse that the war has been waged simply because Iran is growing nuclear threat to America and American interests and the American people. So what does it mean? It means that any country there in any part of the world, if America believes that it is a serious threat to the existence of its people or its country, then it has a license to go after that country and wipe it out from the map of the world. That is what is very unfortunate. So when some other country does it, then it will always be there poking its nose, saying that you cannot do it because you have to follow the global norms. There has to be decency. The global order has to be followed, and unilateral action cannot be allowed. This is what America has done there in the past, and this is what it will do in future as well. Now the question is that why is world watching silently, particularly when it comes to China and Russia? There has not been a very strong reaction. China has virtually kept mum, other than coming up with a few words for condemnation. China has largely kept quiet. So tomorrow, if any other country is going to be under attack because of this very particular country, then does it mean that the other countries are also going to keep quiet? Suppose if it wishes to take Greenland away, or if tomorrow China attacks Taiwan, then will they be given license to do? So it means that it's a free for all now going on there in the world. And as far as the UNO is concerned, I don't see UN Security Council having any role to play. They are not coming up and they are not actually doing the things which they should be doing, for which they have been given the mandate. It is very, very unfortunate that people don't understand what is exactly going on there in the world. Now, see, Israel and America are attacking Iran. I repeatedly say that I don't consider Iran to be a very, very decent or a gentle country. I do understand that they have also indulged in very satanic activities there in the past. They have also indulged in the activities that were detrimental to the global peace. But as on today, I don't think that they had resorted to any kind of action that would have merited this world war and all that. Now, if America is trying to settle its own scores with Iran, then how is it that the whole world is going to pay for it? In the days to come, you will see oil and gas crisis unfolding across the world. Already, different countries have started cutting down the supplies. Even in India, LNG supply has been also cut down to the industries because there is every possibility of oil crisis hitting the whole world. We have issues with Russia in China, Ukraine, then you have there in the Middle East, and Iran is not going to allow any ship and passing through its territory. It's never possible. They have already warned that any ship that carries oil out of this very particular region will be burned down. And similarly, when it comes to the other Middle East countries, like which are very, very rich in oil production and oil supply, be it Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Doha, all these countries have been under attack, and Iran has attacked them. Even the bases of the American army have been attacked by Iran. So it is a clear pointer to the fact that we are heading towards the crisis, which will be very difficult for the world to manage. And if immediately actions are not taken, and we do not do anything about it, then I am sure the whole world will plunge into very, very serious crisis. As far as India is concerned, we are very lucky that we are in the part of the world where the government is looking after our interests very well. And I remember when on 7th and 9th of May, when Pakistan unleashed the barrage of missiles and also the drones, almost 1,000, not a single missile could hit our territory or any part of India. Thanks to the efforts made by the government there in the past, because of which we could be safe and all that. And when I see this Middle East, even one of the richest countries there could not save its soil from being under attack. Missiles, even I wonder, American missiles could not do anything. They could not intercept. Their air defense system also proved very hollow. And when it comes to the Patriot missiles, they were also crashed to the ground. Iran could pierce through the defense system of Israel and also the America. And now compare it with India, you will find that we are 100 times luckier than other parts of the world, that we have a system in place, we have the government in place, we have the man on the top who has vowed not to allow any Indian to be hurt or not to allow any interests of India to be hurt by anyone there in the world. So when we compare the geopolitical situation across the world, we find that we are in a very safer environment. We are in a very comfortable position. The whole world is burning and we are thinking of Holi. We are confused whether the Holi is going to be celebrated today or tomorrow, whatever is there. But the fact is that we are very much happy-go-lucky people. We don't have to worry about anything because the government is there, which is surely going to take care of our interests. So as far as India is concerned, we are in a very good situation. We can defend ourselves. There is no doubt about that. But when it comes to the overall inflation that is expected to skyrocket in the days to come because of the supply chain failing very miserably, that is where I believe that America has to take it upon itself and make it to the world as to why we should pay. It should make clear to the world that there is a limit to the patience of the people of the world. People have to stand up. The global community has to stand up. Even the Committee of the Nations has also to stand up and then make it very clear to USA that if you are at war, we don't have any issues with that, but then because of you, why should we suffer? And that too, for your own petty gains, you are doing all this. You want to have geopolitical, this supremacy there in this part of the world. Why should the world suffer? And now, if the war is not going to be brought to an end very soon, there will be millions of the people going below the poverty line. And the economy around the globe is going to be in serious turmoil. I think that it will be worse than what happened there during the COVID. And it will be even worse than 2008 when the economic recession had hit the maximum parts of the world. So if the world does not stand up and question America's wisdom in attacking Iran without going for any consultations, pre-consultations, and also taking into consideration the losses, the gains of what exactly is going to transpire in future, how can world be ready to pay for all this? So I believe that as far as this very particular war is concerned, it is a very serious situation. People have to wake up. You have also to be thankful to your Almighty that you are living in a country where we are in a much, much safer zone, where we don't have to worry much. But yes, of course, as I said, that the crisis as far as economy is concerned, that is surely going to unleash its own terror. We may have to face oil crunch. Sensex will also come down very hard. And then our economy is also going to nosedive a bit. But then I believe that Indians know they are resilient. Indian government knows how to get out of it, most of the times unscathed. But then I believe that as far as America is concerned, time has come for the whole world to stand up and then make it very clear to USA administration that, look, enough is enough. You cannot do all these very things. Stop this nonsense. Stop this bullying. If somebody does not follow you, it does not mean that you are going to wipe that out. And then who has given the license to America to take the heads of the states out of the country or to take them out of this world? They did it in Venezuela. They have done it in Iran. Tomorrow they can target anybody there in the world, any head of the state, and then finish him off. That is something which I believe that the world has to stand up and then challenge this kind of the authority, because if we do not do it today and the world does not stand up today, then tomorrow it is going to be anybody's turn and we may have very serious repercussions to face.